So I'm going to show you how to run an SEO test on your website so you can see exactly what's happening, what it means, and how you can make improvements. And to do that, I'm going to do it on my own Designing the Row website. I actually recently made some changes to my own homepage, and I was using a built-in Squarespace tool called SEOSpace. And now I want to go run it on this other tool that it's really my SEO checker go-to. So I'm going to go run the test over there. Again, it's the SEObility site I mentioned earlier. And we're going to go through the results together. I'm going to make changes. We're going to test it again and see what happens. Here we are on the SEObility results page for the SEO test of my Designing the Row website. And you can see my overall score over here is an 82. Now when this number changes, if you get something less than, I don't know what it is, but let's say it's an 80, it'll turn yellow, and if it's like 60, it'll turn red. So anything for me in the green, I'm pretty happy. But when I look at the list of things that I can improve, these are some really easy things that I can implement right now. So I figure let's do a few of them, and I'll run the test again, and we can see the score immediately go up. And then you can know that SEO doesn't have to be scary or this big daunting things. You can make little changes that make a big impact for your SEO. So if we look at the overview of this SEO check up here, you can see I'm getting 100% in 3 of the categories, which is great. So let's go look at the page quality, which is getting the lowest score right now, which would be right down here. And it will tell you in these yellow highlights exactly where your problems are. So the first thing is that words from the header 1 are not used in the page content. And this makes total sense because I just kind of refreshed my homepage and I changed my header 1 up here and didn't really think about or take the time to go put it into the rest of my content. So this test is saying you need to use your header 1 text in your content. So let's go do that. So professional Squarespace website design services is the header 1. Remember, we only have one header 1 on each page. So let's go sprinkle this in the content on the rest of this page. And I want to stress that we're not just going to stuff this everywhere so that we get it in there. We want it to be readable and make sense and not be annoying. Google is smart enough now to where it can tell if you're just stuffing your keyword in there, so we need to make it flow and make sense. So if we scroll down here, my first thought was like I could put it right here, what clients are saying, and then maybe I'll do this. I might actually, for design purposes, add a whole separate block and then do this. Say what clients are saying about our professional, what did I call it? Squarespace website design services. So that makes, to me, complete sense. And I actually am going to lowercase this since that first clients are saying part is lowercase. So what clients are saying about our professional website design services. And I'm going to center this like that. And let me see. Maybe I'll pull these blocks down one. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time on design since I'm working on SEO, but I want it to look right because I'm going to save it publicly. You know, I want to bold it so it matches this top part, but bolding is also something that impacts your SEO score, whether you believe it or not. Let me see what this looks like. There we go. Okay, so we get Squarespace website design services there, bolded. It's not too many bolded words in a row, but we get that main Squarespace website design services bolded. Okay, let's save that one. Let's come down here. And I'm going to add here Squarespace website design. So this says to ensure your Squarespace website design vision comes to life. So it's not the whole long tail keyword, but it's most of it. We'll see how they feel about that. And then let's see, so we've got one-ish mention here, one mention here, mention here. If we go back over here, you can see the next thing, it says that there's only 386 words on the page and that they want me to have more. Obviously I can't write a whole bunch right now, but maybe later, depending on when I do the retest, how it feels about this. Maybe I'll add another section so I can get it in there again. But for now, let's keep going. Okay, so now it's telling me that I have bolded designing the row too much. And I was doing that for design purposes. Like I bolded it and changed the color every time I mentioned it. I didn't do it there. I guess it's here too. Maybe I'll just unbold it in the footer. They only want it bolded once. Okay, that's picky. But you can see these little changes. Let's see if there's one mention of it bolded. Oh, I don't think that's bolded though. But I was trying to use that as another keyword. Obviously this is my home page and designing the row is the business name. So let's leave that, see how that works out for us. And then the next one, still in here about the bold and strong tags, and it says some are too long. So with 103 characters, this one is longer than 70 characters. So they're telling us 70 characters is the longest they want you to have something bolded. Okay, so I need to shorten this part right here. Make it not all bold. So we'll unbold that. And unbold that. And let's come up here and do character counter. Okay, nope, that's not what I wanted to paste. Copy this. Oh. Okay, it won't let me see. Copy. Paste. Okay, so that's at 56 characters, so that should be a good to go there. Okay, this one is 11 alt images have no alt attribute, and I know this. It's these right here. And it's been that way for a long time, and I need to just re-upload them as a whole, but I haven't done that. And today is not the day either, but it's those images right there. And it's the way Squarespace sets up these galleries. It won't let me go in and add an alt tag on the image. It just lets me add a title. It won't let me add the alt tag like in here. So I need to do that, but I haven't. Let me show you actually while we're talking about alt tags. If you get that, what you need to do, I bet these don't have them either. These are technically images. If I come in here, here we go, image alt tag. I can say Beth Ward channeling testimonial. Down here, Ed Snotterly testimonial. So this is how you add alt tags, at least in Squarespace. Okay, so we've got some alt tags added in. It says there are only a few social sharing widgets on the page. to me, I just ignored this one. Even if I use the Squarespace Instagram embed feature on here, it doesn't pick that up either. It wants you to actually use the direct from social media platform embeds on the page, and I personally just don't want that. So I'm happy to take a little ding there, because down here, if I keep going, down here under external factors, it says this website has excellent links. I get excellent links back, so I'm fine with trading that for my social media embeds. Okay, so that is the page quality section. If we keep going a little bit, the page structure, we've got 79% achieved here. So I've got my professional Squarespace website design services. It says my header 1 is perfect, but the structure of my headings is missing 1 or more levels. So if I come down here a little bit, you can see I have my header 1, some header 2s, and then header 4s. So I've skipped header 3, and it doesn't like that. So let's come in here and change something to a header 3. Let's try this one. Header 3, what clients are saying. There we go. Okay, now we have a header 3, because that's not really important text. This custom websites built with care, strategy, and collaboration is much more meaningful than what clients are saying. So what clients are saying doesn't need to be at the same level or hierarchy as this custom websites line up here. Okay, so we've got a header 3 added in there. Okay, link structure is 88%, so we're almost there. Some anchor text are used more than once. I always ignore this one too. If you come down here, you can see what it's talking about. It'll tell you what your links are. So here's my text duplicates. And basically it's my menu navigation that it's telling me is duplicated. And there's not really much I can do about that. I think maybe it's just the way that Squarespace is laid out. I don't know. But it's telling me that these are duplicated links. So I hear that. I see that. Maybe it's because I put them down here too. But I'm just gonna let that be, because I would rather have it user-friendly than make that 100%. Okay, this one says one links don't have an anchor text. Cart. My cart is turned off. So again, I think these are just maybe some Squarespace situations we've got going on. Okay, see, my cart is turned off. I do not have a cart, so there's nothing I can do about that. Moving along. That is all we've got. These two, or this external factors is already at 100% achieved. So now the moment of truth, make sure this is saved. Yes, we're saved. Let's click to another page just to make sure. Go back to home page. Scroll through here really quickly. Looks like all our changes were made. Okay. I'm also going to actually test this to make sure it's not above 70 characters. Copy. Paste 65. Okay, we're in the clear. Okay, let's rerun this SEO test. You can see, so if you do want to use this tool, just be aware that you have 3 free checks each day. So you don't want to go crazy using this tool. Make sure you're using it intentionally so you don't run out of your 3 free tests. So let's analyze my website again. And there you go. We are now up to 89 in just a few minutes. I can't remember what that page quality was, but we got that way up. And 82 to 89 in just a few minutes. So I hope that goes to show you that SEO doesn't have to be scary and that you can make an impact with your score and just a little bit of intentional work on your website.